lieutenant. That's an '03, and my responsibilities at that time was to make sure that a squadron of submarines um, had all the repairs completed on time, all the paperwork was done, and the submarine could go to sea and complete its mission. It left the subtender on time, and it went out in a safe condition.
What was your most memorable experience while in the Navy?
Better turn that off. I haven't think about that one in a while.
Yeah, I figured that would be a hard one.
I don't know. Probably the day I made chief, which was E7. And in the Navy, when you make chief, you change uniforms, you change where you eat, you change where you sleep, because E1s through E6 live in a barracks. Well, then when you make chief, you go to the chief's quarters. The chiefs have their own club, and it's quite an elaborate initiation when you make chief. So it's very similar, I would assume, to join in a fraternity in college, where you go through the initiation and all that, and then you're one of the chiefs.
Okay. Where was your favorite place to be stationed?
Well, I spent most of the time in Groton, Connecticut, around the sub base. Spent some time in Windsor Locks, Connecticut, going to school. That was enjoyable, but most of the time was in Groton, New London area, and so I'd have to say that was based on the very limited experience in the Navy. That would be it.
At the time of your service, were there women stationed with you?
Women were on shore duty until probably 1972 or 3. Then they started putting them, and up until that time, they were like storekeepers. They were yeoman, which is a secretary, personnel type, human relations type duties. But around, I guess it was 72, 73, they started putting them on tugboats. And quite frankly, that didn't work out very well, because tugboat duty is a lot of heavy lifting and everything. And then they started putting them in the shops on shore bases, and that worked reasonably well. And then, I don't know, it was probably 75, 74, they put them, the first ship to have them was a destroyer tender in Norfolk. And they had to go in and modify the ship so that the women would have their own quarters. And that worked out reasonably well. In my time, I only had one woman working for me, and she was a hard hat diver. And she did very, very well, and that was on a shore assignment. So, yeah, there were women, but their roles changed significantly through the years. And today they have them on just about every ship, except submarines.
They're not allowed on submarines?
Not yet, but actually they will be going on submarines here in the very near future.
Was there ever a time that you questioned your decision to join the Navy?
Many times.
I figured that.
Many times. You just wonder sometimes why you did that, because you're out to sea, you've been away from your family for 2 or 3, 4 months. Things may not be going right, and you just wonder, what am I doing here?
Yeah. You need to be
So
somewhere.
yeah, you do question it, but then after that situation clears up, you say, hey, this isn't all that bad. So
Given your experience, do you believe that the government should reinstate the selective service?
well, I'll put it to you this way.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that every young man should spend at least 2 years, if not in the military, but they have to go through some sort of a boot camp very similar to the military, and then spend 2 years in service of their country. And I would almost expand that to women also, that because in that first 2 years in the military, when you're cleaning toilet bowls, you're learning your trade a little bit, you're not real sure what you're doing, you grow up a lot.
Yeah.
And you take on responsibilities, you're trying to get promoted so that you don't have to clean toilet bowls and you're in charge of the guy that does clean them. And I mean, not everybody cleans toilet bowls, but the job that the very low rank people do are not the most desirable. So yes, maybe not the selective service, but I think everybody, particularly men, should spend at least 2 years in service of the country.